Hiya, I'm Sarah and welcome to the Yeo Valley Organic Garden. If you're into composting, colour and cake, and frankly, who isn't into cake, then you definitely come to the right place. So let's dig in.
So I'm just going to put up some sweet peas and I'm very excited. I've already done one load of sowing and I actually planted them out in the garden last week, so fingers crossed they'll be fine. I had to plant these ones because they're called Like a House on Fire. It's a mix of oranges, reds and burgundies, so really flaming colours. Now I have soaked these seeds and that's not essential at all. I've not found much difference, but I always do it just because, you know, you might as well if you're thinking of doing it. Sweet peas, as you probably all know, need a nice long root run. And so lots of people will plant them in these root trainer type things, which are great. And I've used those for the previous lot, and I would be using those for any pea or bean family. They're great, and you can use them over and over again. However, I've been collecting loo rolls, very glamorous, and loo rolls are perfect for this job. And the other thing about these over a root trainer, obviously, is that you don't have to disturb the plant because you can just plant the whole loo roll. So win-win-win, because like anything that's got long roots, it doesn't like being disturbed anyway. So if you can find a way of doing it, which means that you don't have to disturb the root run, then so much the better. Right, so the first thing you've got to do is fill your tube with some compost. This is seed compost that we make ourselves here at Yog. Basically a bit of leaf mold, actually a bit of sand, that's about it. And now I'm just going to fill them up a bit with soil. I would use my finger, obviously you can use a pencil or a proper dibber if you're really posh. In goes the seed, give it a little squidge like that, that's it, job done. Could not be easier. I would then water the tray and let them just sit and take up that water. Because the good thing about watering from underneath, which is something I'm doing more and more with all my seedlings, is that the effect it has is that it basically draws the seed down further into the compost so that you've got really good contact with your compost and your seed. Also, you can tell when your watering has been effective because the colour of the compost changes to darker. And you know at that point it's done the job and you can put them out. And then these will basically, could go on a windowsill. If you've got lucky enough to have a greenhouse, great, so be it. And just leave them there until you see first signs of life. Don't water them again because it's very easy to overwater things in your keenness and then they rot. Wait for some signs of life, the seeds to come up, and then basically once all danger of frost is past, really our last average frost day is the end of April, so that's what we'll be looking for. There you go, easy peasy. Come on, like a house on fire.
Thank you ever so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, please leave us a like, that'd be great. And even better, subscribe, because we're going to be doing loads and loads of stuff. If you've got any queries or anything you want to ask, just feel free to leave anything in the comments. We love a natter, so don't be shy.